Can I get an anime that you could just turn off your brain and just watch for the sole entertainment purposes, and like it's shit, but it's still entertaining for the most part? Like, can I please watch that? Can I please be subjected to that instead of this shit? Oh shit! Before we continue in the video, I'm sure some of you are curious to hear how my friend reacted to my video and if she got mad at me for it. Oh! I think she really liked my video. It should be no surprise that I'm going to be talking about High School of the Dead in today's video. And if you haven't read or watched this series, I would bet that you know this series in some way, shape, or form. For those who don't know what High School of the Dead is about, it's about a zombie outbreak that happens in Japan where the main cast are a bunch of high schoolers that are accompanied with a loli and a school nurse whose spine is probably made out of steel so it could support those massive okai. But pretty much all the characters are stacked with big old mommy milkers, so all their spines must be made out of steel. There's nothing really too much more I could say about the plot because it's pretty basic. These characters are just trying to survive during a zombie apocalypse. It's pretty straightforward. I remember watching this back in the day on Netflix, and from what I can remember, it was pretty hot in the community at the time. It also helped that this was released during the whole plethora of zombie type shows, movies, video games that were being released in like 2009 and 2010. Some stuff that came out in 2009 and 2010 for video games. You have Black Ops with their zombie game mode, Dead Rising 2. For TV, of course, you have The Walking Dead. For movies, you got Zombieland, The Crazies, Big Tit Dragons. The fuck did I just say? Well, I know what I'm watching after I'm done making this video. Anyways, to get back on topic, while the plot might be basic, what's fairly interesting is how the characters react to the events that they're thrust into. And I'm not just talking about the main cast. The people they encounter all have very human reactions. You have a shitbag teacher trying to make a cult, a group of people who think the government and the police are being oppressive, and some think that the infected are not dead, but infected by some unknown disease and are against killing them at first. I could see all these being very likely to happen in real life if there was something like this that ever happened. Events like this bring out the best and the worst in people, and some of these actions are understandable, but only some. I really like how this series focuses on showing that. With that being said, there is one thing that this show excels at, and it's fan service. When I first watched this, I was still a wee little weeblet, and I didn't know the term fan service. Now that I think about it, I believe this is the first anime I watched that really had a lot of fan service. Maybe this show had an effect on me and, kind of shaped my preference in what anime I gravitate to. I mean, God knows I love fan service and my trashy, ecchi harem rom-coms. Before I continue, I would just like to point out the dub is fantastic and I love it so much.
So she lives here with a friend of hers, isn't that right? Who is she? Sarah fucking Palin?
I like turtles.
If this was any other time or any other place, this would be so fucking hot. On the day everything came to an end, I killed my best friend. Then I held the girl that I loved for the first time in my life.
Well, I guess that was romantic. Meanwhile, this bitch is about to get ripped apart like a turkey on Thanksgiving. It's so Americanized, and I don't hate it. Also, the boobs in this series, or universe, whatever word you want to use, have their own rules when it comes to physics. My God, is that? It can't be. That's impossible. That's the famous opie split. I thought that technique was lost. No one's been able to pull that technique off in over 500 years. And this high school girl just pulled it off like it was nothing? The main reason I wanted to do a review on High School of the Dead is so I can talk about this scene. It's so bonkers. Like, Who thinks of this? Like, this doesn't happen in the manga. I mean, granted, yes, Takashi uses raised melons as a support for his rifle.
My boobs are killing me because you use them to balance an AK-47! Now get out!
Sorry, apparently it's an AK-47. But who thinks of this? Who thinks of a sequence like this? This is Oscar worthy. This is cinematic gold. Why is no one talking about this? Fuck you, Alfred Hitchcock. Martin Scorsese, you're out. Y'all suck at directing. This is gold. This hands down is the best scene in any anime, and I'm being 100% serious right now. Fight me, change my mind. Everyone just knows this is the best scene from any anime. This is just straight fact. And on that note, have I told you guys how much I love this show? It's so wild and ridiculous at times, you can't help but to love it. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It knows exactly what it is. A mindless, fun show that you can just turn off your brain and enjoy, and it doesn't try to be more than that. It does have some serious moments, but that's not the main focus. The main focus is watching people kill hordes of zombies in normal to extreme ways and those sweet, sweet anime titties. You don't watch this for a deep story about trying to survive a zombie apocalypse. If you want a deeper, more psychological thriller that has zombies, I would suggest School Live or I Am a Hero. I haven't read I Am a Hero yet, but I've heard it's really good, and I will read it someday. Hopefully, when I get the time. High School of the Dead knows its audience and gives them what they want in spades. And this feels a little weird to say, but this show feels like it was made for a Western audience. From the characters to the plot, the whole vibe of this series feels like it was made for a Western audience, and I can't really explain it. Maybe it's because there isn't too many zombie type shows or manga or whatever coming out of Japan. Maybe it's because I watched a dub, or maybe because it came out during the whole boom of just zombies, shows, games, whatever. All I know is this is the best 5 out of 10 anime I've ever seen. It's simply just fun and entertaining to watch. You can just shut off your brain and enjoy the ride. And sometimes you just need to watch something like that. Not everything needs to be super deep or thoughtful or whatever. Sometimes you need that popcorn entertainment when you really aren't in the mood to watch something heavy or thought-provoking. It's just a real shame that we won't get another season or even a conclusion to this series, because unfortunately the author passed away a while ago and the artist respectfully has chosen not to continue the series. Even with the series being incomplete, it has definitely left its mark on the community. We're now at the end of the video, and I haven't mentioned Vampire Knight once in this video, after making it look like this would be a continuation from my previous video. Well, it's not. Like I said before, the main reason why I wanted to make this video was so I could talk about that one scene. And this was the first series to pop in my head when I thought of anime that you could just turn off your brain and it's just mindless enjoyment. Unlike Vampire Knight. Vampire Knight is still trash. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know this wasn't like a full-fledged review, but like I stated before, there's really not much going on for it. It's just a fun series to watch. Turn off your brain and just enjoy it. I'm curious to hear what you guys think of High School of the Dead. Do you like it? Do you not like it? If you did like this video, please like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm TKashikoi, and I'll see you guys next time.